Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like
yeah. I'm on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, shit the glory. They don't know how I did it, nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too side circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch still. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, the firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Ain't coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a bliss. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk the shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapping together. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
To the enemy. Feel me? They turned us into the bad guy. Feel me? They said the Native Indians were savages. The Taino Indians were savages. The South Americans were savages. The Mexicans, the indigenous people of Mexico were savages when they was a peaceful, loving people.
We don't know where the hell we come from. We don't know anything about our culture. We know what we've been given. We try to emulate the oppressors. We don't even know that name Israel.
Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, whoa, bear what it's all about. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop. War scarf, black garment when I'm stepping out. Catch a body, bury him, fuck with the ock. It's UPK forever, know I'm talking about. I done fell in love with the Dow dies. One West motherfucker, bitch, we outside. Take ground, wall ready, capped in the car. I keep 144 every time I slide. I'll stomp a heathen like a Tucky Yate. Jungle motherfucker, hang with the mate. I'm not a Christian, homie. See, I keep the Drake. Brick after brick, and I ain't talking weight. Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, whoa, bear what it's all about. It's the home of the motherfucking truth. Undefeated, who is you? Lay it down, we can't lose when I'm chilling with the woo. War like a peril, I'ma die like a troop. 10 toe down when I'm mobbing in my boots. No cowards, no excuses, ain't no motherfucking movie. In love with the world, got you niggas living stupid. Bitch, I'm not a rapper, fuck a Black Lives Matter or a LGBTQ. Y'all some motherfucking faggots. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. Bitch. Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, warfare, what it's all about.
They were attacked by a vile mob of heathens and sinful men who sought to take their lives and stop them from raising.
Hey, Shalom, how about Shimmy? I was shot, Rocket Thumb, how was Shema Thumb, about Shimmy? I was shot. Precinct Officer Mwanga Bar. Precinct Officer Asa Yapin. This is our podcast, Out Spare Not. What we do, we take viral videos going around on the internet, break them down to the people, give them a biblical narrative or a biblical solution to what's going on out there.
Yeah, that's right. Some of these videos we do are scripted, but others are actually real life. And the reason why we even entertain the scripted ones is because it has something to do with Black and Hispanic everyday life. So like the brother said, we like to give our people their biblical solution so we can get out this hell that we living in. You understand? Just a shameless plug real quick. We got the Cry Out Spare Not t-shirts. 2 different brand designs, any size, any color. You can hit me up on Cry Out Spare Not on Facebook or Instagram, and I can get it shipped to you. UPK Apparel, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram at UPK Record Talk.
All right, most sign Christ. Yeah, with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump into the first video.
Whole music was cool until a real hoe showed up.
Minus the Lauryn Hills, minus the Queen Latifahs.
Real
Yes,
whole
he likes.
music was cool until a real one showed up. Some real shit. Yeah, and then a real one showed up, and now everybody like, whoa, well, where you think it was going? Don't shit on our little sister now because she telling her truth. Y'all open the door for her to tell her truth. Whole music was cool until a real hoe showed up.
Minus the Lauryn Hills, minus the Queen Latifahs.
Real
Yes, he
whole
likes.
music was cool until a real one showed up. Some real shit. Yeah, and then a real one showed up, and now everybody like, whoa, well, where you think it was going? Don't shit on our little sister now because she telling her truth. Y'all open the door for her to tell her truth. Whole music was cool until a real hoe.
Right. So this Nelly on I think he on Drink Champs.
Come.
He on Drink Champs, and you feel me? The chickens come home to roost. Ain't that what
Right.
Malcolm X said about John F. Kennedy getting killed? The chickens come home to roost because they was promoting whoredom. Since the late 70s, promoting our women to be hoes. You feel me? They tried to push Lil' Kim with the whole rap, the slut rap, and stuff like that. And
Throughout the 90s.
And I guess now they got a real hoe up here, with the sexy red, and everybody is disgusted. You feel me? Everybody is disgusted because her hit song was her her box pink and her booty hole brown. That was her hit song. And everybody went crazy. But now when you think about it, it's like, why did everybody go crazy about it when that's what we've been promoting? That's what men have been promoting that we like. So how we mad that a real hoe stepped on the scene now for real?
It's like, if I could real quick, like you said, like Nelly said, you know what I'm saying? They've been promoting whoredom this whole time. She's not the first hoe to actually pop up. Lil' Kim was a whore.
No,
what was it?
She not, but she for real. Like I'm not saying Lil' Kim them went for real, but she is a real hoe. Like she getting pregnant on stage, twerking with the baby in her stomach.
Good grief.
Like real calling every nigga that they getting a feature with her saying that's her man. Like this is a original old school hoe right here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And then another thing, like you said, they've been promoting this whole music all the time. Like what you say, her hit was her box pink, her booty hole brown. You remember that song back in the early '90s or late '90s, early 2000s? The My Neck, My Back.
Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
like
her
I
name.
mean, yeah, they've been doing this all the time. Nobody better to eye with that. Nobody better to eye with Foxy Brown and Lil Kim. Nobody better to eye with all these other ones. But now they want to say this is too much. I mean, we've been telling you since the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana been telling y'all that since 1969. Stop making whores out your sisters.
Right,
You know
and
what I'm
it's
saying?
the
Sisters,
thing though.
stop promoting yourself to be a whore.
In Sexy Red defense, which I never thought I would say, this
I know,
is
right?
a product. This is a lot. In Sexy Red's defense, I can't believe I just said that. She a
Right,
product of her environment. Like you gotta understand
right.
who her mothers was. Like think about the generation of her mothers. Her mothers and aunties, they was the ones naked in Nelly Tip Drill video. You feel me? Them was the ones promoting Lil Kim twerking, bent over at the Freaknik. Her
I was
mama
just gonna say they
was
were the
at
ones
the
at the
Freaknik.
Freaknik.
We was too young for the Freaknik. That was like right at the, that was like it was
Right.
when we was, getting of age, really. But her mama and them was at the Freaknik. Her aunties and them was at the Freaknik.
Right.
So now we got Freaknik rapping. You feel me? We got a rapper. She is all she is Freaknik. And we all surprised, like, man, what's wrong? What's going on with the generation? So like,
And now that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And, what's wrong with the generation is the generation before her started this.
they
And
started
she just carrying the torch. You know what I'm saying?
right. Just like I was talking about the YNs. I was talking about the YN. I'm looking like, damn, these young niggas crazy. Then I had to think about like, damn, where the hell they learned it from though?
Right.
Like they learned it from the niggas above them.
Right.
They learned it from the original YNs. Like that's grown now and made it. So now we looking down at them like, look at these young
Right.
niggas. When we like, damn, we was them same young niggas that thought we wasn't gonna make it to 25 and was gonna be in prison, but we escaped. So now we looking down on the young niggas. We looking down on the YNs, and that's what's happening with Sexy Red. All them hoes that was in Nelly Tip Drill video that snuck and got a wedding ring or snuck and got pregnant. Now they looking at Sexy Red like, oh, look at this little young hoe. Like you is that little young hoe.
Right.
Like real talk.
And that's what's so important about the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana and why we do this podcast, Cry Out Spare Not. Cause again, we want to end this cycle. You know what I'm saying? You hear all these women talking about stopping generational curse. Bitch, you are that generational curse. This is what we are here to stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop promoting this whoredom. Stop, and that falls on men too. Men need to stop listening to this bullshit and wanting this. You know what I'm saying? Like you say you want a real woman that'll have your back and won't cheat on you and won't do this and won't do that, but yet you promoting Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying?
This is why niggas won't stop promoting hoes and loving hoes, is because they really can't get a woman for real. You feel me? As long as it's hoes like this, they can get boxed. But once women stop being hoes and you gotta really spit some game and spit some wisdom and drop some knowledge for a bitch that want to really be with you and give you some box, you feel me? And until that happen, niggas ain't gonna never ever stop loving hoes, because hoes is easy.
Right, they gotta work for it.
Lustful, and the niggas is lustful and hoes is easy.
Right.
The real women that it take time to to get some box from, them bitches ain't easy.
Right.
Them
You gotta work on that.
Them bitches at the bar, you asking to buy a drink and she turning her nose up at you. You hear me? You gotta put some work in. Buying a drink ain't gonna be enough. And that's just too much work for a nigga. A nigga just want to be able to buy you a drink and be able to get some box that night. Like real talk.
Thanks.
But if I could, if you can go to Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 12.
Mr. Queen Latifah's.
Real whole music was cool until a real one showed up. Some real shit. Yeah. And then a real one showed up and now everybody like, whoa, well, where you think it was going? Don't shit on our little sister now because she telling her.
Right, now but that's the truth though. Like, where did we thought music was going?
Right.
Where else was it gonna go? Y'all just wasn't expecting a real hoe to show up. Y'all thought it was just gonna be the little fake ones, the little bougie bitches, little prissy bitches like Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj try to be all bougie and stuff like that. Y'all ain't know a real hoe was gonna show up.
Right, it's like if I could, where did you like where did you think it was going? Where what other way could it have went? You know what I'm saying? Because even with your Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B's, they do the same shit. What's the WAP? Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like it.
No, you good.
It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 12. The wives are foolish, and the children wicked.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Sexy Red, the YNs, we all a product of our environment. We all the product of wicked women. That's one thing nobody want to understand. Everybody want to, you going too hard on women. Y'all going too hard on women. This is why everybody always talking about women, because women is the common denominator of if them children is going to be wicked or not. You feel me? Women have the power, and always have had the power to be the common denominator of is these children gonna be good kids or bad kids. And if this woman is foolish, 9 times out of 10, these kids is gonna be wicked children, man. You feel me? The YN, Sexy Reds, the Megan Thee Stallions, just a product of their environment. Real talk. They're a product of their environment, and that's why we go so hard on women, because we have to stop that. You feel me? We gotta stop that.
It's like if I could just add to that just a slight, because the women are the nurturers and the first teachers and the first caregivers of these children. You know what I'm saying? So if they teaching these children all this wicked dumbass shit like this, then like you said, they a product of the environment. Or if they teach them not to do this, how they should act as a woman, how they should act as a man, or how they you know what I'm saying? Let the father teach the sons how to be a man. Lead the fathers in the life so the fathers can also direct the young women how to be women. You know what I'm saying? That's how you break them generational curses y'all keep talking about, but don't ever want to do nothing about. It's like it.
Right. Don't never want to do nothing about it. You keep going to the next scripture.
Come. I was just gonna ask, could I do the next scripture? So like it. Verse 13. Their offspring is cursed.
Right. So we got foolish women. We got wicked women that want to go to Freaknik. You want to twerk in front of the kids. You want to get drunk and have different men running in and out the house. You turn to prostitution because you kick the man out the house, so you ain't got no other way to make money. What you're gonna do is curse them kids, because them kids is gonna see all that activity and they're gonna do what you do. They're not gonna do what you say. I don't know how in 2025 we still don't understand that the kids will not do what you say. They're gonna do what they see. That's just how it works. Like real talk. Ain't that's why it's called television program? Because they're gonna do what they see, not what you tell them. Like real talk.
Wherefore blessed is the barren, that is undefiled.
Right. Blessed is the barren that's undefiled. Blessed is the woman that ain't had kids. Because Lord knows is the more kids you have, the less you value, the less value you have for the nigga that you need to be with. When you're done playing around in the streets and you're ready to settle down, and then you meet a man and you got 3-4 baby daddies. You feel me? You meet a man, you got 3-4 baby daddies, man, you is cursed. That's why I say blessed is the barren that is undefiled.
Which has not known the sinful bed.
Right, which have not known a sinful bed. And a lot of these children that we frown upon, the YNs, the Sexy Reds, they come from sinful beds. You know, they come from broken homes. They don't come from good families. They come from a sinful bed, unlawful relationships. You feel me? That's why your daddy went in your life, because he was just your mama's sneaky link and stuff like that, and got you pregnant on accident. That's unlawful beds. Like real talk, which is going to bring forth wicked and cursed children.
She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls.
Right. She going to have fruit. She going to have fruit. She going to have good kids. Like real talk. But the one that's dealing with the sinful bed is going to bring forth the Sexy Reds and the YNs. And that's just the way it goes. Like real talk. Yeah, that's all I had on that.
Come.
All right, I'll drop that. We go to the next video.
Yeah, put them back because he don't take care of his kids. Makes sense, right? Get somebody else like John Morant. He take care of his daughter. Kobe Bryant. Move, Jelani. John Morant, yeah. Kobe Bryant. He's a great dad, even after life. Yeah, put them back because he don't take care of his kids.
Right now, this is a video that went viral of a mother recording her son trying to get some shoes. He wants some new shoes. He wants the new Anthony Edwards. You hear me? Anthony Edwards been getting comparisons of Dr. J, Dominique Wilkins, even some say even Michael Jordan. You hear me? So he got a real promising career in the NBA. But he got a situation going on where he had sex with a whore. You feel me? 2 whores. Got them both pregnant, and he don't want to be in none of the kids' life because he told the women that he didn't want to have no kids with them anyway. So now the mother is, frowning upon his business. You feel me? And trying to bring his brand down by boycotting his shoes because he don't take care of his kids.
It's Salakia. If I could real quick, I'm kind of torn on this video. You know what I'm saying? And this the reason why. Cause I kind of want to know, do that woman that's taking this video, do she believe in abortions? Do she believe that's a woman's right?
Right.
Because if she do, then this is hypocritical of her to say. You see what I'm saying? Because women got this right to go have an abortion whenever they don't want a child. They don't want to have the responsibility of a child. They can go abort the child and kill the child. That's why Black and Hispanics, 500,000 abortions a year?
750.
Salakia, 750,000 abortions a year in the Black and Hispanic community because women think that women don't want responsibilities. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it comes to the man who don't want the responsibility, who said he didn't want the responsibility, but the woman damn near trapped him anyway, and he still paid child support. He just said he didn't want to be in the child's life, but he still paid child support.
She moving from Georgia to California so she can get like way more child support money. Because in California and New York is like the strictest on divorce and child support for the woman.
Right.
They side with the woman like 90%. Like real tough.
And so if women is allowed to damn near trap a man into have he should have protected himself. Salaki, don't get me wrong. He should have protected himself or not did it. Most of all, not done it. Right. But what I'm saying is, if the same woman believes it's a woman's right to have an abortion, then she had no right to tell her son he can't get them Anthony Edwards because
right. I see what you're saying. You're saying if women have the right to have an abortion, a man should have the right to not want to be in the child's life, especially if it come from a sinful bed.
Right.
Especially if it was a sinful bed, because maybe he don't want to produce no more sexy reds and glorilla. No, but yeah, he definitely supposed to choose better. But the point of this is this though. You saying that you're not gonna support this black man's business because he don't take care of his kids? Well, guess what's gonna happen? Because you didn't want to support his business, he ain't gonna be able to take care of his kids. People change their mind. He might wake up tomorrow and cash out the bitch $100K. Like, man, I'm sorry. I want to be in my kid life. I was a kid. He ain't nothing but he in his early 20s. You feel me? He might get older and be a better father than he got in the picture. Right. This little boy probably ain't even got a father. That's probably why she's so damn mad. Right. His daddy ain't around because of her mouth, the way her mouth is. But anyway, what I'm saying is Anthony Edwards could wake up 5 years from now and be like, you know what? Scratch that. I was young. I was dumb. I was having fun. I want to be in my kid's life. Right. You feel me? I want to be in my kid's life. I want to do whatever I got to do to be in my kid's life. But you saying you ain't going to support this man's business, a black man at that. You feel me? Well, how the hell he going to take care of his kids? How you going to even take care of him in the first place? Because you really don't care if he taking care of his kids or not. You just want to find your way to show this little young brother, you feel me, to make him have the same hatred you got for black men. Right. You feel me? That's why I say women being foolish and wicked, they will create the hatred in the children to where the children will hate themselves. You feel me? Because he ain't going to actually hate Anthony Edwards. he's gonna hate himself.
Right.
He's gonna think he ain't shit. And he's gonna go and get the same dumbass woman pregnant that his mama is.
Hey, Salaki, he gonna go get that same dumbass woman pregnant and then allow that woman to take him and run him through the dirt and run him through all types of hell for 18 years because his mama said he had to be there.
Right, said he gotta be there, like real talk. But I want to know if she got a Tesla or if she like Teslas. Because the dude that owned Tesla, I mean, he got like 13 baby mamas. You feel me? But I bet you she'll go ride a Tesla. I bet you she'll ride in a Tesla. I bet she ain't boycotting Tesla. You feel me? I bet you she ain't boycotting them damn wigs she wearing. When I know all them wigs is probably made by somebody in the damn, you feel me, in the middle of nowhere. Right. She ain't trying to find out if all them taking care of their kids and stuff. It's only with a black man. She all the designers she got on and all the stuff she own, she ain't never even Googled to see if they take care of their kids. You feel me? She ain't even never tried to Google it, but because a black man is in the media, because he said he don't want to be in the kid's life to some hoe he had sex with. Now all of a sudden, you saying you boycotting his shoes. His son can't get his shoes. He got to get Kobe Bryant shoes. Well, Kobe Bryant got his daughter killed riding in a damn helicopter. So, I mean, he don't seem like he was too good of a parent. Like, real talk. Because the pilot and them said that the plane, the helicopter wasn't right. If you look up the story. But he was trying to hurry up and get to the damn game, and he think because he got all this money that the money was going to protect him. Like, real talk. So you got to kind of know what you're talking about before you start boycotting. You want to cause an uproar on social media, you probably want to know what you're talking about, lady. Like, real talk.
Makes sense, right?
Makes sense.
No.
He a kid. You telling him it makes sense not to buy shoes because of the grown man don't take. He's a kid. He ain't supposed to be worried about none of them type of problems. You feel me? He ain't supposed to be worrying about nobody somebody need to take care of him.
Anthony Edwards is still a damn kid, like you said.
That's what I'm saying. He need his father in his life. You trying to get him to see your point of view. Like we shouldn't get them shoes because he don't take care of his kids. This is a little ass boy. The hell he give a fuck about that for?
And Salaki, if I could, do Anthony Edwards got his father in his life?
Man, I don't even know.
I'm not sure either. But if I'm pretty sure if he had his father in his life, he could have probably warned him about them whores that he gonna run into because he is that NBA star. And he could have told him to watch yourself and watch these whores because they looking to trap you. And he wasn't looking to be trapped, but ended up being trapped anyway. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I mean, I get it, but then I'm kind of conflicted about the whole video because I just want to know, do she believe in abortion? Because if that's the case, then this whole video is contradicting.
Daddies she got. That's what I want to know.
Or that too.
She don't want to support Anthony Edwards' business, his shoes, because he don't take care of his kids. I want to know how many niggas in her life that don't take care of their kids.
Right.
I just want to know, like real talk.
Do her brothers take care of his
kids? Right. Do the brothers?
Did your daddy take care of you?
Was your daddy taking care of you?
Right.
You opening up a can of worms, like real talk. And then you training this young brother to not like black men, which is what he's gonna grow up and be. So he's gonna not like himself. He's gonna grow up and think niggas ain't shit. He gonna grow up and think nigga, and then he gonna either be an Uncle Tom. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. She breeding it and turning this little nigga into Uncle Tom to not like black people.
Or just a simp.
Right. To think, the white man is better than black men and shit like that. Like, that's what she turning him into. Like, real talk. That white men, they take care of their kids. Black men don't. They ain't grew up. This nigga hate niggas. Matter of fact, and then what she don't even know, the domino effect, he gonna not like black women. You feel me? You like it just go hand in hand. He gonna get up, he gonna bring a white girl home. You feel me? Thinking that's gonna please his mama when the whole time that wasn't even her point. You feel me? She just probably still mad about a nigga that broke her heart and told her to go get an abortion. Like real talk.
Get somebody else like John Morant. He take care.
Right. She said get somebody else like John Morant. John Morant got guns in every video. Every video he up in guns, like he on the block.
I mean, I like
Now,
guns too, but goddamn it.
When little folks come home from school with the 380, now she gonna be mad. Like, what's that for? You remember Craig Daddy on
Like Craig
Friday?
Daddy, what's that for?
it's for protection. Oh man, back in my day, we used to just use these. You little young niggas is 65. It's a lot.
Did you see the other little kid that walked in front of the camera? Was that your son too? Was that his brother? Did they have the same daddy?
Right.
Like, it's a whole lot of questions I need to ask before I can just agree with her in this video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what I do think is that Anthony Edwards should have chose the women he laid with better. If he knew he didn't want to have a kid with that woman, he probably shouldn't have laid with her, or at least protected himself, because he's not in the truth. So he should have at least protected himself. You know what I'm saying? And like you say all the time, why do we as black people always go to celebrities like this for more values? You know what I'm saying? Why would you try to teach your son, this nigga right here, he don't do this, and this? Like that's the moral compass. He's not the moral compass.
Right. That's supposed to be his role model.
Right.
This nigga, he need a role model. Anthony Edwards needs a role model. He ain't nobody that you should be looking up to or comparing your son to somebody he should look up to, an athlete, a basketball player, because he could jump high and he could shoot a 3-point. Man, that's stupid as hell. That's stupid as hell, man. Like, real talk. But if you can go to Isaiah 3:12.
His daughter, Kobe Bryant. Move, Jelani. John Morant, yeah, Kobe Bryant. He's a great dad, even after life.
He a great dad. Why is he a great dad? For what? What have he proven to show he was a great dad? Because he got his daughter killed in a damn helicopter. That's one thing I do know. And the helicopter dude said the helicopter probably ain't good to fly. Like, real talk.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, the children are the oppressors.
Right,
and
that's a
women,
fact. Children are oppressors. Like, real talk. The so-called white man has found a way to get children to oppress us. You feel me? So where we'll do anything and destroy everything, you feel me, in our life for these children. Like, real talk. We'll destroy the whole dynamic, the whole fabric of how the family's supposed to be, just so our children can be happy. Then when they get older and hate us and be acting like we did something wrong because we did.
Amazing.
You hear me? The kids get older and hate you because you wasn't a parent when they needed you to be. When they was a child, you was trying to be their friend because they was oppressing you. You hear me? What they wanted this type of shoe, that type of shoe, to go to this school, that school, and you feel like you got to do it to make them happy. When the whole time that's not really what they needed. They needed discipline.
Hey, Salaki, sir, that was real heavy. You said that. We would say them kids looking for a parent, but you gave them a friend.
Right.
It also Salaki, if I could, it could also be the opposite. You was an actual parent, but they wanted a friend.
Right.
If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be the exact opposite.
Yeah, vice versa. Real talk. It's a fact. You wasn't ready. Most people is not even ready to be parents. Like, real talk.
Right.
But you try to get yourself ready. You feel me? You try to get yourself ready because you want to have sex. You wanted to have sex and then you got pregnant. So now you ain't got no choice. You forced to be a parent. You feel me? And women, of course, because the baby is coming out of them, they stuck with the baby. You feel me? The nigga is sending a text message saying, look, man, I ain't rocking with it. Like, real talk. I ain't rocking when I'm up out of there. And she took that offensive. That's what it was. She took that offensive, like, real talk, because she probably went through that before, especially to record it and put it online.
Right.
She probably went through that before where she got pregnant, and it was probably one of them little niggas she with. They did. He said, look, I ain't with that. You feel me? You was just for a good time, not a long time. You feel me? Like, real talk.
Salakia. And women rule over them.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Children are their oppressors and women rule over them. That's a fact. This is talking about black people. This is what's happening to us. The women rule over us and they're using the children to oppress us. You feel me? I mean, Dan, the child support court, the family court, make $1 billion a year. You feel me? They making $1 billion a year in America just off the family court system. They making $1 billion off failed relationships because women is over damn emotional. You feel me? And can't take the fact that the relationship is just over. You chose a bad partner. He didn't want to be with you. He just wanted to have sex with you, then send you a text message saying, look, it's over with. You was out here like Sexy Red, thiding. You feel me? He wanted some easy box and got you pregnant. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, women don't understand that, do they? You out here half naked, walking around looking for attention. You get the attention, the nigga fuck you, get you pregnant. Now you want a family. now you want a family. That is, look, man, that ain't what was happening. And but look, because of that, now women is ruling over us because we done got them pregnant, knowing we ain't had no business dealing with them. And then they using the children to oppress us, like real talk.
So I know once both of them women found out they were pregnant by Anthony Edwards, they moved to California and started twerking for real.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. They thought they
were twerking too. Salakia, oh my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy past.
Right, and that's a fact. The people that's leading us, you feel me? They're supposed to be our leaders, the politicians, the pastors, all them is all telling us to let the women rule over us. When you look at all the leaders and the so-called leaders in the black community, they all want the women to rule over us. They what they say, happy wife, happy life. You feel me? Dr. Umar, he called every woman a black queen, but his daughters. You feel me? All the women that he know is black queens, but the daughters. That you feel me? Like real talk that he got. Now I know that's a whole nother topic, but I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
All the black leaders want women to rule over us, and that's gonna cause us to err, which means error. You feel me? That is an error. Black women ruling over us is an error, and that's what's been happening since the late 70s. Black women been ruling over the house, and it's causing us to err. And it's destroying the ways of our path. Like real talk, it's destroying us. Black women ruling is destroying us. We the only nation on this damn planet where the women is ruling. We the only ones. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. There's no other nation where the women is ruling. Nowhere else. Like real talk. And you see how they living. They got their own countries, their own finance, infrastructure, businesses. They got everything going for themselves. And the women ain't ruling. You feel me? Like real talk. We got to get out of this goddamn madness. That's all I had on that, though.
Come.
All right, we'll drop that. We'll go to the next video.
Motherfuck them. And that's it. Ain't no RIP, ain't no none of that shit. And anybody who disagrees with me, you don't disagree with me, you disagree with the creator of heaven and earth. You disagree with Yahweh. You disagree with the Most High God. So don't take it up with me. And after this, don't call my motherfucking phone to talk about this. I don't want to talk. I'm saying names. I'm showing screenshots. I'm going to show how men who I look to as elders have disappointed me this weekend by contradicting the word of their God, by contradicting the word of their king and their savior in favor of a nigga who turned his back on them 30 years ago. A nigga who got on stage and called Tazadakia the God-sent comforter. Fuck REI. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all want the spot so bad? Go ahead, sit into the spot. Ain't no telling when I'm gonna be back. Ain't no telling what I'm gonna be doing. Captain Taza Mouth will have the range of Sakari. To all my brothers in Sakari who are hurt. I love you niggas. I wouldn't trade none of you niggas for the world. If y'all gotta bag up, I understand. Unlike other situations, I'm not gonna have the harsh judgment that I would, because I understand the gravity of this situation. I understand, how negative of a look this is. And, it was an honor serving you niggas. Honor teaching you niggas.
Man, look, I wanted to let it play through, but I just couldn't let it play through. So, okay, if people is not well aware, because you from, under a rock in Delaware or whatever, you feel me? This is a guy named Gorilla Hebrew. He was part of a fake Israelite group that broke off of the ISUPK. You feel me? And the funny part is this: they always brag about their numbers. When we know what happened to King David for counting the men. You feel me? They always bragged about their numbers, how they do a video, they got 80,000 views. They do a video, they got 50,000 views. They do this and that. Like they just was like the biggest, baddest of the Israelite groups, when really, I don't believe half of them was real views. Because I've talked to people, you feel me? And nobody know about none of these niggas. You feel me? Whenever I talk to anybody about any Israelite business, they always say the ISUPK, the niggas that wear the black. They don't never say nothing about this nigga or his group. You feel me? But he was supposed to be one of the top Israelite groups, and this nigga failed. You feel me? He failed. Like every Israelite group ever did. Every Israelite group failed. Everybody tried to start their own group, and they failed. And in the beginning of the video, he was cursing out the brother that helped start the ISUPK. You feel me? He cursed out the brother that basically taught our leader, Commander General Yohana. You feel me? That's blasphemy. You feel me? You cursing out and saying fuck Ariyah because he fell weak in his old age. But nigga, you young. You a young nigga and you fell weak. So what the hell that make you? Or wait, should we forget Solomon? Should we forget all the good work Solomon did? Because Solomon fell weak in his old age? I don't think so. I don't think so. But the Lord ain't nothing to play with.
Thanks.
You hear me? The Lord ain't nothing to play with. And like I said, the Lord doing a sweep. You know how they say the Fed's doing a sweep? The Lord doing a sweep on all fake Israelite groups. He bringing them all down. He'll go for how many views you get, how many men you claim you got. He's destroying all of them. And this happening, we was asleep. We woke up to nothing but bullshit. We like, what the hell is going on? Whole time the niggas are fucking fruit.
Right.
The niggas a fucking faggot. The nigga, he going to dinner with his rib. You feel me? He at dinner with his rib. The waiter come and say, hey man, what you want on the menu? He like, oh shit, give me the chicken dinner. The waiter tell him, what you want, the breast or the thigh? This faggot ass nigga will turn around and say, give me the leg. Fried hard. What type of sauce you want? Oh, give me the zesty buffalo. Come on, man, get the hell out of here, man. Look, you can't make this
buffalo.
You give me the zesty buffalo. This nigga's a fruit. He leading the Israelite group, claiming to be raising up the dead, and the nigga's a fucking fruit the whole time, man. That's why he started crying, because he know he's a fucking clown and he's a fraud. You feel me? You saying fuck Ariyah, nigga, you a fraud.
Right.
Like real talk.
Hey, so if I could, that's heavy. You had said something heavy earlier too. Because he's saying fuck Ariyah because he dropped the sword and left niggas high and dry, right? Because he let the truth, he let the ISUPK. This nigga was never in the ISUPK.
Right.
So this nigga never actually really picked up his sword to be saying fuck somebody that dropped their sword. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think you better than him? Because you never actually picked up your sword because you started a fake Israelite group.
Look, head priest Ariyah put in way more work than this nigga did.
Man, come on, man.
Head priest Ariyah he taught our leader, Commander General Yohana, who taught us and raised us up and raised us from the dead. You feel me? raised us from the dead. We all here right now because Commander Hunter stood tall on what head Priest Ariah taught him, and you sitting here talking about fuck him, and then now 2 years later you fucked.
Literally.
Hey, look.
And he pegged, literally.
Come on, hey, look, you can't even make this up, man. I never even knew what it was until this shit happened. I'm like, what is that? What is going on? Like, I must be living under a rock, nigga, because I ain't never heard of that shit before, nigga. Like, real talk. I'm thinking it's some shit you use to put some tables together. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, real talk. Hell no.
Oh, shit. I got something to tell you when we get done.
Hell no. I just think of this bitch crying, goofy ass.
Well, Slocky, so where we going?
Slocky, the video ain't over yet, but you can give Wisdom of Solomon already. Now he crying. Let him cry. You feel me?
I was wondering what the noise was.
Like Jordan Mayak said to that white girl, cry, white girl, cry. Now to the white boy, cry, white boy, cry. Cry, fakers like groups, cry. Because we told y'all niggas to come in here with us. The demons ain't allowed in here. We keep trying to tell people don't understand that. The demons that's on y'all ain't allowed in here. And this ain't no damn mystical shit. It's the simple fact that we not allowing no bullshit. Right. You hear me? Them fake Israelite groups is lustful, they sinners, and they wanted to dwell in their femininity.
They started
they wanted to rest in their femininity. They couldn't come in here because if they came in here, they was gonna have to be masculine. And them demons on them was gonna leave. But they was too weak to come in here to get the demons out. They wanted to keep the demons, you feel me, and just start their own group and think everything was gonna be all right.
Right.
Like real talk.
They was too weak to even come in here. That's why they had to start their own group. So like it.
Exactly. And then, you know what? Just like a woman, that's how you know that's a woman's all these fake Israelite groups is feminine as hell because of this right here. They feminine because that's a woman's ideology. You feel me? Am I lying? Ain't that a woman's ideology? Instead of to come and listen and do what you're supposed to do like a man, you just do whatever you want. That's what women think that instead of just listening and doing what you're supposed to do, women feel like they should just do whatever they want. You feel me? And now we got the sexy reds. Right now we got the sexy reds. You feel me? We got the YNs, we got the mamas, we got the Anthony Edwards, we got all this because of everybody want to be disobedient, which is a feminine trait. Being disobedient, all that reckless shit, that messy, all that, man, this shit was gay as hell, all that gossip. Did you see some of this shit? They got his niggas going live, other niggas, man, this shit was so damn messy. It was full of nothing but gossip. I say, man, this shit wild as hell. And he started
He went live with this.
Right. And he started the shit. Like real talk. And then his homie, they tell me this homie is committing adultery, but he didn't say nothing about it until he got caught.
Right.
Until he got caught. Now you want to tell your homie be committed adultery. Like, come on, man. This is feminine. All this shit is feminine as hell. And that's what you get when you get fake Israelite groups. That it's none but feminine spirits in them fake Israelite groups. Like
what was that scripture again?
Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 5.
Come.
You can hold it though, real going on. What the fuck was that? Crying on live is feminine. You on live crying? That's gay as hell.
he sound like a 5-year-old that just got his ass whooped but couldn't catch his breath.
Man, that's because he ain't gonna be able to teach. Yeah, right. Because he ain't gonna be able to teach no more. He ain't gorilla no more. He glorilla.
They did go.
He ain't gorilla Hebrew. He glorilla Hebrew now.
He glorilla Hebrew.
Man, come on, man. You can't make this up, man. But what you should have never said, what you said about head priest Ariah, maybe the Lord might have would have spared you, man. You don't understand the ISPK is the home of the truth. This is the Lord's organization. You coming up against head priest Ariah, knowing he was one of the founders of this organization, regardless of what happened to him. For you to disrespect him like that, you should have known the Lord was coming for you. You feel me? And that's no different than when he was in. This nigga got punked by IUIC. He let the purple niggas punk him. You feel me? And guess who he was standing next to? He was standing next to a nigga that was rolling with Commander Jay Hanna at one point, and he wasn't even scared. You feel me? He was more scared than him, and dude was old. Like, real talk, man. Look, y'all niggas better take off that purple and take off them damn Arab head pieces, because they wear like Arab head pieces. You ever seen them niggas? I was like, damn, them niggas Muslims.
Yeah. With the fringes on their face.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't thought, man, when I first seen Zakar, I thought them niggas was Muslims. I'm like, what like, real talk. But yeah, you better take all that fake shit off, and you better come in the UPK. That's what you better do, because them demons that's on y'all ain't allowed in here, and they know that. It's what is in Acts the 19th chapter. We ain't gonna read that, but it's the truth. You feel me? Them demons that's on y'all is not allowed in here, because if it's on you, we gonna get it off you. Like, real talk, it's gonna be gone, because you ain't gonna even feel comfortable coming around without fighting it. But you in these fake Israelite groups, you fighting that shit. You feel me? I mean, you not fighting that shit. You just dwelling in your femininity.
Just like the Christian church.
If you in a fake Israelite group, you dwelling in your femininity, man. And women don't like that shit. That's why his woman even told him to let her do the shit. You feel me? What happened? What they say on Players Club? You was gonna let them run a train on you? No. No, it was just a fantasy. It was just a fantasy. Well, look, this is what I fantasize about with my woman. I fantasize that one day my woman gonna come home and say she hit the lottery. I fantasize one day she gonna come home in a fucking Rolls Royce, like, nigga, we made it. This nigga fantasizing about his woman man, I can't even say that because my spirit just won't let him.
His woman pegging him.
Right.
So like,
that's what he fantasizing about, a white dude fucking his woman. I'm fantasizing about ruling the white man's kingdom, taking the kingdom from the white man and putting him in his goddamn place, which is at the bottom of the goddamn earth. That's what I'm fantasizing about. This nigga fantasizing about his woman being with a white dude. But you on a No Jumper podcast saying the white man the devil. This nigga's a fucking hypocrite. And that's why I'm telling you, these fake Israelite groups is Christian, and they all gonna fall. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like a domino. They're gonna be falling left and right. IUIC, you next. IUIC, you is next. You hear me? And the Lord gonna do something special with y'all. Like, real talk. They run around this bitch like they somebody. People going live talking about they thought they was the Q dogs. You know, most people don't even know. They don't even think IUIC is Hebrew Israelites. People running around thinking them niggas is the Q dogs from the damn fraternity. Like, real talk.
You know, man, this shit is my life, man. And I put you niggas before my kids, nigga. I put you niggas before every.
You say you put these niggas before his kids. You should have put your kids. You should have put your masculinity before your kids.
Man,
you hear me? That's what you should have done.
You should have put your masculinity before your bitch.
Right, you should have put the masculinity before your bitch. Now you're going to forever be a bitch. Man. You hear me? You're going to forever be a bitch. Like, real talk. I'm just keeping it real. You put everything, you put them niggas before your kids. It's a lot of shit you should have put before your kids.
Hey, look, it's sir.
You put God before your kids. Like, real talk.
It's like it, sir. Even before the truth, I've never had a bitch come to me talking about let me whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying?
That's because she knew he was sweet.
And that's the point I was going to make. The only man that would actually do some shit like that is a man that actually wanted to be done and had made it known that he wanted that to be done or some shit.
Right.
Ain't no woman gonna tell a man, let me do this, and this.
Yeah, he gave off some vibes.
Without it being like, come on.
That's what he said though. He said it though. He basically said it on his live that he gave off the vibe. Like, it was always a fantasy and shit. So, man, this nigga weird as fuck, man.
Yeah, that's
he had
weird
niggas
shit.
Following him. I question the niggas that was following him now. You hear me?
Ooh-wee.
I question them niggas that was following him. You thought this nigga was, when you
Man.
walked up to this nigga, you were like, yeah, this is Adawan right here.
Good night.
This is my Lord right here. Glorilla. Man, get the hell out of here.
Low, really. We'll go Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, so like, look, I can't even talk about this food no more. Like, for real, that's crazy as hell. Like,
Man,
you know, like,
I halfway still don't even believe it, but it's true. It's true.
Like, I wouldn't believe it either unless he said it. Like, nigga, you said it was a family. Like, nigga, this came out your mouth.
Yeah, he did.
Like, if niggas said it, and you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't even believe that until you said, like, nigga, you said that shit though. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 5. The imperfect branches shall be broken off.
Right, and that's what's gonna happen. You feel me? That's what's happening with all these fake Israelite groups that's falling. Everybody didn't want to be a part of the One West, ISBK body of Christ. You feel me? Are imperfect branches. That's why they didn't want to be a part of this tree of life, which is the ISBK. They didn't want to be a part of this tree of life. You feel me? Because they was an imperfect branch. And what happens to imperfect branches? They break off. And they start break-off groups, and a break-off group, and another break-off group. And that's what you see right here. This is an imperfect branch. They broke off and started doing their own thing.
The fruit unprofitable.
The fruit that come from the tree, which is the people. You feel me? The people, they're not profitable. They're not profitable. You see them and you think they might be something, then you realize they're not profitable. There's nothing they could do for you. Like, real talk.
Not right to eat.
Not right to eat. The knowledge and the wisdom that they want you to digest is not good for you. It's not good for you to take on the knowledge and the wisdom, you feel me, of this unprofitable fruit, of these broken branches.
Yay, meat for nothing.
For nothing. And that's what happened. You feel me? Mm-hmm. These Israelite groups, they come around and they seem like they mighty and seem like they own to something. And then what happens? They come to nothing. They end up being nothing. And that's what happened. Now what's going to happen to Sakari now? Because the only thing I knew about Sakari was Guerrilla Hebrew. That was it.
Right.
What now? Y'all can go out there and teach and wake up the people when your leader for the last how many years was a fruit? An unprofitable fruit at that.
An unprofitable fruit at that?
Oil fruit, a riding fruit, whatever. You feel me? It's a lot. But yeah, that's all I had on that.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna go to the next video.
My father shot my mom in the back for infidelity. So from that day forward, I vowed that I would never cheat on my partner.
That's deep. That's deep.
He could have killed my mom.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But he was enraged. He's like, I do all this for my mom. When I tell you her closet used to be crazy. My mom, her designer was crazy. She had mink coats to the floor. Like my daddy took care of her. So for him to find out about infidelity, I mean,
yeah.
And my dad he was in the Navy. He's in the Army.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was just probably one of those situations where she just needed somebody.
My father shot my mom in the back for infidelity.
Now this some bitch, she did an interview, went viral because she said that her father, he shot her mom in the back for cheating on him while he was in the Army. Like, real talk. And of course, we don't condone no acts of violence or nothing like that. But that is the reason why adultery is a death penalty offense. You feel me? Death penalty. The adultery in the Bible is a death penalty offense for the same reason why homosexuality is a death penalty offense. It spreads a virus. You feel me? It spreads a virus, a sickness throughout our nation that we just can't have. You feel me? Adultery, it starts off with adultery, then it ends up with pegging kids. You feel me? It ends up with sexy red and YNs. You feel me? That's what's gonna happen. That's like this. That's what's gonna happen.
Kids for real?
You're gonna end up with Anthony Edwards. You feel me?
Right.
That's what breed. That's why I say adultery and homosexuality is two of the biggest sins that can be done to the body. You feel me? That's two of the biggest sins because you're spreading a virus. You feel me? A plague. And that's why they death penalty offenses. And that's why what happened to this lady, it probably saved, a lot of, heartbreak and headaches and unprofitable children and stuff like that. Because when she seen that happen to her mother, as tragic as that is, she knew that that's some shit she never wanted to do. You feel me? She knew that what her father did to her mother, which we do not condone any violence. You feel me? But her seeing that is proof that Moses was right to say that adultery was a death penalty offense. Even though we know the white man says, no, you got to be married. That's his culture. His culture says, nah, you can have as much sex as you want until somebody put a ring on your finger. But God say, if you have sex with that woman, that's your woman until the day you die.
Right.
And if she deals with another man, that's a death penalty offense. Real talk.
It's like that's exactly what I was gonna say right there. You know what I'm saying? If that woman steps, like you said, of course, we do not condone violence, right? But if a woman step out on you, don't shoot her in the goddamn back. Just leave her. That's because, like Christ said, what was that, Matthew? Where the only way you can put your wife away is if due to infidelity.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can put that woman away is through infidelity. You should just put her away instead of shooting her in the back.
But this is the thing though. Her father took it back to biblical times, even though we still in biblical times, still right now. But that's what people in the world say. That's biblical times. He took it upon himself. And he tried to hurt this woman, and it traumatized his daughter to where she don't hate him. She never said she hated him. Right. But what she did say was that it made her never want to cheat on a nigga. She said she'd rather just leave, that's still cheating, but that's a whole nother topic. She don't understand that.
Right.
But she just, it traumatized her. And that's what the judgment of the laws was supposed to do. It was supposed to traumatize you to where you like, I'm never gonna do that.
Well, you don't want to do it, right?
I ain't never doing that. You see what happened to what's the name? The priest. They came in all black and took him out the crib and cut his head off in front of the whole city. Right. Because he was having sex with dude's wife while he was away at the war, at the way of his slavery. Like real talk.
So from that day forward, I vowed that I would never cheat on my partner.
That's deep. That's deep.
He could have killed my mom.
Right.
Yeah. But he was enraged. He's like, I do all this for my mom.
And that was heavy what she said. She said he was enraged. You feel me? Because it's not a lot of things that'll make a man jealous. But I know one, and that's his woman.
Right.
That's his woman doing something she ain't supposed to do. That's why I tell people, ain't no such thing as you being insecure about your woman because she dressing half naked. Or she, friendly as hell with men. Or she got a male best friend. That's not insecure, nigga. That's not that woman is your property, nigga. If you say you don't want her to have no male friends, nigga, that's it. That's that. Right. If you say you don't want her being all super flirty when you at the damn grocery store, nigga, that's that. If you say you don't want her dressing half naked, nigga, that's that. You ain't insecure, nigga. Because that's what women don't understand. That is one main things that'll make a nigga jealous is his woman. And women know that. That's why they do stuff like that. You feel me? Yeah. They do stuff like that. And then, of course, we got social media now. So they are heart pictures and comment and like pictures knowing, you feel me? Like, damn, I'm finna make him jealous. You feel me? Like real talk. That's why I say with social media, niggas got to be extra. You feel me? You got to be extra unemotional. Like real talk. Because women will use all type of different tactics to try to get attention from other men, like real talk, because that's just what they live and ready to die for. Like real talk, which of course it'll lead to adultery after a while.
When I tell you her closet used to be crazy. My mom, her designer was crazy. She had mink coats to the floor. Like my daddy took care of her.
And she still fucked somebody else. You feel me? You can't win. You can't win out here, man. You feel me? You can't win when all these women is coming from unprofitable marriages. All these women, you got a very slim chance of meeting a woman that didn't come from an unprofitable marriage. Most women out here you meet, even if they got their father in their life, the mother and the father is either not together or they was not even in a serious relationship. Like real talk, it's kind of hard to meet a woman where the mother and father was standing strong on values and morals and staying together. Man, that's like then impossible, man. This nigga was buying her whatever she want, and she still end up sleeping with somebody else, and then he shot her. And now he didn't traumatize his kids. Like real talk.
So for him to find out about infidelity, I mean,
yeah.
And my dad wasn't. He was in the Navy. He's in the Army.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
it was
so
just probably one of those situations where she just needed somebody.
Right, and then you see how goofy he is interviewing him. That's why I say nobody is qualified to teach our people. Nobody except the men in the ISBK under Commander Johanna is qualified to teach our people because he just gave the woman the benefit of the doubt.
An excuse. Yeah.
He gave her an excuse, right? The benefit of the doubt on why she was dealing with another man because her father was in the military and he was gone for months at a time or whatever. Like real talk. Yeah, but if I could, if you can go to Proverbs 6:34.
Come on. That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6. And you said 34? Come on. This Proverbs 6:34. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Right. Jealousy is the rage of a man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a lot of things that'll make a nigga jealous nowadays because niggas is feminine because of their mamas, raised by their mamas. The fathers wasn't around because they mom and daddy wasn't even really serious. They just had sex and had you, which a lot of people don't want to admit. A lot of people don't want to admit that they really just a product of a one-night stand. They the product of a sneaky link. You feel me? Like real talk. Product of a freaknik gone wrong. Like real talk. But that's what it is. The jealousy is the rage of a man. That's what she said about her father. She said he was enraged.
Deep. That's deep.
He could have killed my mom.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But he was enraged. He's like, I do all this for.
Right. He was enraged. That's what she said. Because jealousy is the rage of a man. Like real talk. You go ahead.
Come on. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
Right. He's not going to spare in the day of vengeance. He's not going to now all of a sudden be worried about the consequences. You feel me? He's not going to be worried about the consequences or who he's finna hurt, who he's not going to hurt. When a man get jealous because his woman and done something she wasn't supposed to do, and he get enraged, he will not spare. He's not going to spare in the day of vengeance. There's no telling what he might do. He might do something that you ain't even expect. You hear about it all the time. White person, something happened, he killed the whole family except the dog. You feel me? Kill itself and everything. It happens all the time. You can just look it up. You feel me? Like real talk. You never know what a man gonna do once he get jealous. You feel me? Because the jealousy is the rage of a man. That's all I had on that.
Come on, sir.
All right. Yeah, we'll drop that. We'll go to the last video.
Street was always a family place. For one, we never locked our doors. If you were late or couldn't pay your rent, you got a rent party thrown for you. and people would donate to help you pay your bills.
I'd go to their house and eat one day, they come to my house and eat another day. We played together up and down the streets every day. Our parents went to work together.
Older people were never isolated and alone. They were always taken care of.
If the kids did something on, let's say, Tiffany Street, Miss Jones on Tiffany Street was calling Miss Mabel on Kelly Street, and they would watch your child. It was very common for the other mothers to spank your kids too. You know, they would beat your kid's ass if they saw their kid doing something wrong. And then you would go home and tell, and you would get another one because that's just the way it was. It was a village. Street was always a family place.
Right. So this is black neighborhood back in the 70s. And I know people like, well, damn, what's the difference? Like, why, what's the difference between the 70s and the 80s? Crack. CIA, Ronald Reagan, Oliver North, Nicaragua, Contra scandal, Iran Contra scandal. Man, look, the so-called white man single-handedly destroyed the black neighborhood with that crack cocaine. Because cocaine, we couldn't even afford it. See what she said? We was doing rent parties. Everybody would come over your house and everybody would put something towards the pot so you can pay your rent. And in the midst of that, everybody partying, having fun, kicking it at your house because you need help with your rent. What happened? The white man. He like a virus. He sent the CIA through the black neighborhood and destroyed it. Destroyed our neighborhood. Like real talk.
That's a fact, cause like, look, I even know I grew up. I was born in '85. Damn, I just show my age a whole lot. God damn. Well, I was born in '85, so I remember like a lot, it was still a lot of that going on in the early '80s too. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, let's say if you were down the street, and you got in trouble down the street, you got in trouble at home too. That was still but when the '90s hit in the early 2000s, it was over in the early 2000s. It was no more of that in early 2000s. Like it was completely over. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't touch the kid, you couldn't touch the kids, you could barely even discipline.
I mean,
You couldn't even tell somebody else's child, no, you ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
You say something wrong to somebody else's kid, they don't want to y'all finna fight.
Right. Kind. That's exactly, yeah, kind. Thanks.
Real talk. Y'all finna box. It's cracking. Like real talk. But back then we had more discipline. The men was in the house, the women was in order. They was under their man. They had a voice, but they didn't have the voice that they thought they wanted, which is what they got now.
Right.
See, it's a voice they had back then that was good for the community. It was good for the house, but they wanted a bigger role, and the women got that bigger role. And look what happened. Look what happened in the neighborhood. They was able to seep in with that crack and destroy it. You feel me? Destroy them kids, and we still suffering from it right now in 2025. The effects of that crack epidemic. That crack epidemic. We still suffering from. We still trying to bounce back. We still trying to get women in order. Still trying to get the kids in order. Still trying to get the young niggas from looking at each other like they ops. We suffering from that shit still. The effects of that.
Right.
Like real talk. Cause stuff wasn't perfect back then. That's what she was saying. You know, they had a village. That's what she kept saying. A village.
A village. Right. Mm-hmm.
They all needed the help to keep everybody in line from going off. Now we don't got no help. You don't got no help. And if I could, if you can go to 2 Peter 2:15.
Come. This the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse, you said 15?
Come.
And verse 15. Which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozor.
All right, wait, and that's what happened. You feel me? We was doing good, but we wanted to do better. You feel me? We was doing good, but we wanted to do better. So we forsaken the right way. What was the right way? Staying together, staying segregated.
Right.
You feel me? That was the right way. If we would have stayed segregated right now in 2025, with all the stuff we done with the war on drugs, with the crack, the heroin, the hoes, the young niggas, with all the stuff, the bad stuff, think about all the good we done. Imagine how much more good stuff we would have done if we just stayed together. All our ideas stayed in-house. That would have been the right way. We'd be filthy rich right now. We'd be filthy rich. Real talk.
And Slacky, sir, ain't we like the fourth or the fifth most spending nation on the earth?
Man, they say black people alone, not even counting the Hispanics and Native Indians, black people alone have a spending power of 1.3 trillion. They say that's more than some countries right now.
That's more than a lot of countries right now.
Superpower countries right now don't even got a spending power of 1.3 trillion dollars. And we got it right here in America. They're not counting Jamaica. We ain't even counting Jamaicans and the Puerto Ricans, the Colombians. We ain't even counting them. We just talking about black Americans. $1.3 trillion.
It's like that's what I'm saying. Like we got the third highest spending power in the world.
Damn right.
So just imagine if we kept all that in house, kept all our ideas in house, and kept separated. You know how flourishing our communities will be right now.
Right, because a lot of the money that we spend, it don't just go to white people. We getting the heathens rich too.
So everybody else but us.
So imagine if we just kept it all to ourselves. 1.3 trillion a year. Man, we'd be rolling in money. We'd be rolling in money. You wouldn't need to rap unless you're just doing it for fun.
For fun,
you wouldn't need to be an actor unless you just want to act for fun. You ain't gotta do it like to destroy your life and to go to Diddy parties and stuff. You wouldn't have to do none of that.
So like I said, there would be no need for a sexy red.
No,
or a Nelly to defend a sexy red because there would be no sexy reds.
Damn right.
Salakia.
That's a fact.
Who love the wages of unrighteousness.
Right, and that's what happened. We had wicked leaders, and they loved the wages of unrighteousness. We had wicked leaders. They wanted to be able to go to the Gucci store, the Louis store. Well, most importantly, they want to fuck white women.
Right. Facts.
I'm just keeping it real with you. That is the real biggest downfall.
That was Martin Luther King's dream, wasn't it?
Yes, that was his dream. He had a wet dream. So like
he had a pegging dream, like
he was pegging. He wasn't begging, he was pegging. Like real talk. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, that's stupid, but it's the truth though. And we had leaders like that. We had leaders like that, and they wanted to have sex with white women, and them wanting to have sex with white women destroyed our communities, man. They destroyed us. You feel me? And look what we got now. But thanks to the ISUK and the Commander Hunter, we're gonna rebuild it back. We're gonna get it back together. You feel me? Right. The world called Jesus Christ.
That's
you
right.
Feel me? That's tonight's podcast. Tune in every Wednesday, 9 o'clock. You feel me? How about Shimmy Al Shabbat Thumb?